called a new kiss. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Back in Beantown, riding by the iconic Hat Show. Makes me think of my mother first. She loved the Pops. She loved America. She was American. Performed there, did a couple of shows there. 4th of July coming soon, the festivities. The Charles River. Beantown, good to be back. 2 shows this weekend at the Garden. Whee! It's gonna be fun. Taking a bike ride. My poor wife is with 3 very active kids right now. Thank you, honey. Just want to hit my marks tonight, hit them notes. So gotta keep up the routine. All right. Talk soon. Peace from the Charles. God bless. That's Cambridge over there. That's where all the fancy, smart people are from. Oh, you're from Cambridge, huh? That was the Zakives house. And they turned it into 2 massive condos. And all the houses are beautiful. Back then, people couldn't afford paint jobs. Couldn't get paint jobs. Houses weren't painted. Now they're all very well kept. Beautiful Victorian there. That was peeling some kind of paint when I grew up. Again, I don't mean to put all these houses on blast, but this used to be my playground. Used to be an old guy in there, Mike. And he'd say, "Lucky strike means fine tobacco, loose sweaters mean flabby tits." That's what he used to say. Look at that. Look at that! Holy cow! That is not what it looked like growing up, walking down the street when I was 5 years old. Dang. Jeez Louise, that's gorgeous. Nice work. Wow. Unbelievable. And that was my best friend's house, Paul Callahan. I wonder if Mr. Callahan's still there. Wow. It's trippy going back home, isn't it, y'all? Trippy, trippy, trippy. Beautiful day here in Jamaica Plain. Gonna wrap up my time here and head back to the Boston Garden and do my job. As Coach Belichick implores us to do. I'm going to do my job. And not just do your job, as he tries to explain nowadays. But do your job well. And I intend to do my job well. Wow. First time I played 7 Minutes in Heaven was in that house right there. But I was really young. Nothing happened. I think I was 9. Anyways, going down Orchard Street, y'all. Just sold the house, so don't bother the new occupants. Well, we just sold my dad's house, and he was able to keep his house the way he wanted to keep his house and not sell it and whack it up 9 ways, as he would say. 9 kids. Can you imagine having 9 kids? Is that nuts? This house, this street is gorgeous. So we wish the new occupants well, but a lot of history here, and 20 will always be a part of our lives. Again, I don't feel like I'm putting anybody on blast, because anybody's information is everywhere and anywhere nowadays. So I do this with good intentions and lots of love. Driving down Orchard Street. Some of my sister's friends used to live in those houses. And nuns used to live back there. I used to cut back through that yard to go see Paul. The Moulises used to live there, a big Greek family. There used to be a pool in the back of that house that we used to be able to... Tui used to live there, the cat lady. She was scary but sweet. Newsflash, I think my dad was colorblind. He really was, God bless him. And he had macular degeneration. So it makes sense. I think he was colorblind. And that's why the garage doors were fluorescent green. The purple you can kind of get away with. Obviously the new obviously the new tenants will be doing lots of work, I'm sure. A lot of history on those front steps. I remember I was sitting there crying because my brother got stitches on this fence playing basketball, and Heidi Dolan in that brown house came walking by and said, what's wrong? That's just one of many moments. And one of my dad's favorite sayings, smell that honeysuckle. He'd come out here at night, in a hot night, and he'd take a shower with the hose. So would my mother. And my dad would say, smell that honeysuckle. How sweet it is. How sweet. Peace and love from Jamaica Plain, yo. See you at the garden. The old man took me down, up and down here, and then when I finally... Well, first, I slammed right into the back of a car about right around here. And then I got back on the horse. And I took off. And I went down this street. And my brother was 4 years old, was playing wiffle ball in this parking lot. And I knew he was up here. So I was going. And you know that first bike ride, you can't stop. You just hope to slow down. And I came flying in here. And he was right around here, and he said, whoa! And he knew what I was doing, like I was riding my bike for the first time. I was probably 6 years old. And this was home plate. And I kind of just went around in circles until I slowed down. And that was my maiden voyage. That used to be the Boy Scout building. That was first base. That pole, home plate was over there. Second was somewhere over there, and third was somewhere over there. I didn't play a lot of games here, but I watched a lot of games with my brother's friends, Ambi and Eddie and Leo and Nesty. All right, I gotta get to work. Off to the garden. Bye-bye. Oh, darn it, you know me. say I'm done and then I'm not. Now I'm in Brookline, and that is St. Mary's Elementary School, where yours truly went through 1st to 8th grade. And see these things right here? Where are they? Nope. It's like the steeples on the side right here. Shh. That was up to 7th grade and 8th grade. What was over there? 3rd grade. It was over that side. That was a little corner store. That's the church over there. This is the convent. No, that was the high school. Wow. There used to be a convent right here where the nuns lived, and now it's a parking lot. But this used to be the high school. Wow, and everything looks so much smaller. That's the cafeteria, but there's like a new door. They didn't have those stairs. And almost crashed into a current student. Hold on. Yeah. That was 5th grade right there. Oh, no, 5th grade was up there. Music class was there, Sister Mary Hessian. And we used to line up right here to get into school after recess. And the principal, Sister Maria, heard me say something under my breath. And I had to go to the principal's office and got a pink slip. And that was a big deal because I did not want to go home with a pink slip. And that was the high school. My sister Kate went there for a year, and then they ended the high school. Then 5th and 6th grade used to do recess over here. And right here, on this corner, right on that spot, is where I got my Secret Santa. It was either 5th grade or I think it was 6th grade. Kamal Harris gave me the Fat Boys album. Fat boys. Fat boys. You know the album cover when they're standing on the pizza? That one. Vinyl. Got vinyl right here. Oh, man. Good times, man. I was very, very lucky to go to this school with a lot of structure and a lot of discipline and a lot of safety. You know, it doesn't feel like much at the time, but looking back, I see how lucky I was. And that was the church. I went to St. Thomas and JP, but we would go to St. Mary's for school. The school bus used to be right there, parked. And remember the field trip, 5th grade. I brought the boombox and the soundtrack to Footloose. And we played over and over again, "Let's hear it for the boy." And I was in the back of the bus with all the girls. And all the boys were jealous. Another milestone along the path there. Wow. Thanks, St. Mary's. Sister Geraldine. She's awesome. She was awesome. She was the best. She was one of the best. All right. Peace out. Now I really have to go to work. Bye-bye.